Welcome back. And let me give you a quick background of how 108% Indian actually came to be. The story goes back a few years ago when I was running a workshop for a client. And the client, midway through the workshop, said, the next time you run the workshop, it'll be good if you can create an ideation tool because it looks like the teams are finding it difficult to, brainstorm and think creatively in a short span of time. So why don't you create an ideation tool? Now, the session in question was a design thinking session, and as you likely know, in design thinking sessions, there is a segment where people are required to ideate and think outside the box for whatever problem that they're working on. And I finally created a very small ideation tool that the client really liked. Though in the process, I looked for what other ideation tools exist, and what I realized was while there were other ideation tools made in the US and in Europe, there was actually no Indian ideation tool at all. And that set me thinking because in India, there are so many creative triggers around us. We have history, we have culture, we have stories, we have our own quirks. There are things that qualify as we are like this only, found only in India. And I felt there was an opportunity to harness each of these and make them into creative thinking triggers for people. So that was the genesis of the idea. And then, of course, I met Tapan and Niket, who run ThoughtPod. And as Coolture, we began to work together with them. And we also got the McMutton Project, who's the brain behind all the gorgeous illustrations that you will see on the cards. And as a three member team, rather, or a three sets of people, we began to work together. And it took us a little over a year to actually get the product to the shape that was in, and totally took us around 3 years before we could actually bring out 108% Indian into the market. While we're at this, I would like to share a little bit of an interesting information on how the name 108% Indian came to be. So we were in this working session trying to work on various aspects of the product, and that's when Niket suddenly said, "You know what? Whatever tool we make, it should be 100% Indian." Actually, you know what? It should be 108% Indian. And 108 happens to be a very important number from an Indian philosophy lens. And that is how the name stuck. And we actually decided at that moment to name the tool 108% Indian. Thank you for listening, and we will be back with another episode soon.